Citrus growers from the Sundays River Valley are dumping fruit due to unfavourable market condition difficulties with European exports. Farmers are saying they're struggling with high export costs, a flooded local market and full juice factories. Kim Daniels filed this report.
I am standing here in Two Rivers Citrus Packhouse, where citrus, that being nachis, oranges and those type of fruits, come from different farms and then land up here where, depending on orders, get shipped to either Cape Town, Port Elizabeth or Gqeberha rather, or Durban for exports out of the country. But with the local market being flooded and the export costs going through the roof, it's been very tough to export these citrus fruits out of the country. But I'm joined now with owner of this packhouse, Henny Ehlers, who's just going to tell us a little bit about what is the current situation that farmers, packhouses, producers are facing at the moment.
Morning viewers. I think we not very much different from the rest of the world. Shipping companies has increased their cost for reefer containers last year about 120%. I think their profits for this year is up by another 70%. And the shipping lines in other parts of the logistical chain are making excessive profits in a time when back to farm income to growers are really plummeting. It has been reported, as I said, huge increases in cost of these containers. Our problems are not unique, as the rest of the world are facing similar challenges. The net effect basically is that with the increased cost of these containers is about $2 per export carton. And with today's exchange rate, it's more than 30 Rand a carton less for back to farm income. So the producers are under severe pressure with lower income back to farm.
If we look at our current state in the country, the market is flooded, juice factories are full, you guys have too much citrus. And as a result, we've been seeing a lot of packhouses dumping, farmers dumping. Is this the final resort? Do you have nowhere else to put these citrus fruits?
Yeah, I don't think it's too much citrus. I think last year we've exported as South Africa 163 million cartons. Our current estimate is for about 155 million cartons, so it's actually less than last year. The problem is basically escalated by the war in Russia and Ukraine. There's less spending money for households across the world, especially Europe and the United Kingdom. So even though we're exporting less fruit, there's less money for households to buy the fruit.
Our farmers in this region have been struggling immensely with harvest the past few months, past few years, and it was exacerbated by COVID. Are they struggling at the moment, just to keep their head above water?
Yeah, definitely. If you have a lot of soft citrus varieties are still in demand. Navels, which was pretty not too bad, although also under pressure. Our biggest problem is lemons right now. The problem was escalated due to a strike we had in April, May this year for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks we couldn't pack or pick any fruit. And in the valley we actually had a very good crop, and unfortunately with another 12-14 days of rain we couldn't picked up the last time due to the strike and rain, and now we're sitting in a situation where there's actually too much fruit for overseas market, because I think the whole world is basically in recession.
Speaking of rain, we understand that where we live in this district, we are a water scarce area. Has this affected your numbers as well?
Yes, definitely. From 2014, for 7 years, we had almost no rain. We went through a very dry period. As from November last year, we had good rains, which has a huge effect on the quality and a huge crop we've set in the valley. And it looks like for the next year or two, looks like good rains, and we can set another good crop.
Thank you. We'll say thank you so much to Henny. He's the owner of this packhouse here at Two Rivers in the Sunday Rivers Valley. saying that export costs are through the roof, and all the excess fruit that they cannot ship, they can't even send out into the local market, because our local market as it stands is flooded and our juicing factories are just so full. It has been a tough time in the agriculture sector the past few months, the past couple of years, due to many factors that he has mentioned: COVID, lack of rain, the high export costs, and the market that hasn't been doing doing too well because of the war. But they are doing the best that they can, to get these fruits out. But for now, from us here in the Sundays River Valley, it's back to you in studio.